Alrighty, guys. My favorite part, or I don't know if that's my favorite part, but I'm excited to share this. I'm somebody that's results driven, and I like to be able to show results. And this is going to be able to show results, how to profit from one market structure, which you will learn. You're going to learn market structure after this module section, institutional candle and imbalances. But once you put certain pieces together, it's that simple. That's all you need to learn. Seriously. I don't have whew. Hey, I could just transfer wealth just with this strategy. So let's get into it. Institutional candles, right? So I showed institutional candles, and we're gonna be on gold. This is my pair. My cats are in the back going crazy, but this is my pair that I usually trade on. So I'm gonna actually mark it up, a fresh look of a pair of eyes, and mark it up with you guys. And immediately I'm on the daily right now, right? And I see an imbalance. If you've seen in the module, we were looking for imbalances, but now on the pair that I actually want to mark up and I'm going to be trading, I see an imbalance right here. Let's mark it up so I can show you guys if you don't see it. Boom, right? Put my little eyeballs there. But for the meantime, I'm going to reverse that. And the gone box is going to be your best friend, okay? So what it basically does in a nutshell is it measures the 50% of the area of interest. So in this example, the imbalance is our area of interest, and the gone box is going to just specify it with more detail and show where the 50% line is. And I have a different tool than you right now probably, and if you want the same coordinates as me, you can copy this. But if you added this, it just will show you different levels, price levels and stuff like that of the area that you mark. Almost messed up my thing, but yeah, so I marked, or I put the gone box from the bottom to the top of this rectangle, which is our imbalance, and it just gives you more in-depth look of where it hit this imbalance, and it hit 50% level, which is a very strong indicator, which shows if it's going to respect or disrespect or not respect this area of interest that we have here, which could be two things, could be multiple, but we're talking about imbalances and institutional candles. So boom, 50%, and look what it's doing. Gone. And this is live, so if you caught this, you know, what day was this? October 10th. This was 6 days ago. You know what I mean? This thing happens over and over and over and over and over. Doesn't wait for anybody. And if you learn how to capitalize and extract money from it, it's like kind of like getting your little piece of pie. You know what I mean? Because it keeps moving. So boom, and remember the right side. Let's mark this with, and this is for organization's sake and helps my efficiency for sure. Daily institutional, boom. All right, let's keep going now, because let's keep going. 16-hour. I'm on custom intervals. Custom intervals. Interesting. Anyways, we can see different patterns in them. Just more information for us. Right now, I see another institutional candle right here. Right. Institutional candle, last selling candle before the large push up area that it could come down to, respect or disrespect, and come back up to. But it is an area of interest, so it's like keep your eye out on it, and I usually keep my eye out on it with the drawing of the toolbox. Boom. Eye on it. 8 hour. We can change that to 8 HR institutional. 8 hour institutional. Next 4 hour, you know, and look what we have here. Do we have any? Nope, not quite. And plus, it's not really an institutional candle. It's not quite lower than the last one. It's just kind of like price action, you know. But these are clean ones, as you can see, right? Clean ones. This is the 8 hour, but it also can be the 4 hour. So that just really shows like there's something here to be messed with, like, you know. Let's go in the 2 hour custom interval. As you can see, it looks way different. On a 4 hour, look at that, and then on a 2 hour. So what you would do here is, this is an institutional candle, the last red candle before a push up. And yes, this is a this wouldn't be an institutional. This is just price action, it doing its little jig and going through the motion, should I say. But we would put something like this. So right here, just mark this institutional candle, right? And then the long position right here will show you guys how to profit right here. It's not rocket science. So we're in for a buy, right? We could put our entry right where the gone box is at the top, right? We'll put our stop loss right here, right below this area, because we are gonna expect or predict it to not go lower than this. And then we can target the high, which is where we expect it to go. So what you would do is you would wait for it to come to this area, or you can put it in right here. You can put your entry in right here. But if you're looking for a buy, you're just expecting it to go trade higher. But refining your entries and getting a very specific entry will be in a later module and later course that I add. It's like super advanced, and I don't have any students that's there yet, so I don't feel the need to get into that details yet. But this is definitely good information. Knowing that, let's actually take it to another level. I'm refining entries as we speak. So I'm going from 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, just so I can see certain things. Let's see right here. There's another institutional candle, and yes, they can overlap. It's fine. That's why this right here to the right helps. 30-minute institutional, and I see I don't have this one marked, and I'm gonna mark. Usually when I keep going down lower to like the 10-minute, 5-minute, and things like that, and I start marking up, and then say I have something that's not named, I get confused on which one which time frame that I marked this on. So it's always good to keep marking. So I'm gonna use this rectangle for the institutional candle, but I'm just in my own. This is why personality comes into trading. This is why, like, you have to develop your own personality and style and stuff like that. I'm just putting this for my eyes to realize this is an institutional candle. I don't have to put like the gone box 30. I just put 30 just to, because I have my bias as a buy, and it's probably retracing right now. But then again, I have different, areas of areas to suspect certain reactions. Either it can come up here and then buy up, or it can just disrespect already, just interrupt me like that, or it can sell down lower into this area right here, because it has bought up pretty a lot, should I say. So yeah, and it's actually about to hit the new high, you know what I mean? So it can come down, so I have some areas to confirm first and then pull the trigger. So let's see if we can find something. 2-minute. So actually, right as we're speaking, I'm on a 2-minute, right? And this goes the same for 4 hours and stuff. I just wouldn't be able to give you an example of how to profit, really profit, literally everything you need to know and more type of example. I would have to show you. I would have to wait. This is what scalping allows you to do. Just get a result way quicker. You know what I mean? And who doesn't like quick? But it's just way harder. So anyways, let's go to here. Let's go get our long position tool. We can put it right here, right? And let's just have our stop loss under here, or just have a mental note of where we want to not keep our trade in, right? We're on the demo right now. This is not my demo. Let me get up out of here. So let's go in for a buy. Dang, I went for a buy. I'm already down 2,000. That's what the number is, going crazy when you're at 1 million and putting your lot size at that much. So we are in now, and what I do every single time is I look at my entry, and I'm up 800 right now. I look at my entry fill price 2673.77. 2673.77. I double click this short or long position tool, 2673.77. Press OK, and now that is my exact entry right there. That is my exact entry, and anything above that line, this middle right here, I'm in profit. So yeah, that's as simple as it can be once you learn different concepts and how to actually predict it. But once you scalp, I don't know, you don't need to see as much price movement to get a certain result that you're okay with, especially how I'm going to teach you guys to look at it and perceive it. You're going to be okay with it, and yeah, you're going to learn the skill. And a whole separate issue is funding. Everybody, you know, either you're going to grow your way to 1 million or 100,000 or 10,000 or 5,000 or anything that your dreams are. Either you're going to grow it from the amount of money you have, or you're just going to go and get money and exponentially grow it with the skill set you have, knowing that more money you have, the more profits you're going to see, and the higher scalable or higher you can scale it and stuff like that, unless you risk big and things like that and you're ready to take that route. But if you want to become a consistent trader and take the route of actually, doing good habits and things like that, then yeah, you're going to want to either get a prop firm or have funds to trade and be satisfied with the profits. You know what I mean? So 3,300 right now. Just because I'm using the institutional candle, right? I use this institutional candle. I see it's kind of on its way up. I'm on a 2-minute. I did see it's pushing up, but I'm looking at the bottom. One thing that I've seen, this right here, is a 1-minute institutional candle right there that is showing that. I'll show you what it's showing. But as you can see where price is going right now, that's $5,800 right now. I'm just talking. I'm not physically doing anything. You know what I mean? I'm not putting in hard labor to be able to see this amount of money. Of course, it's a demo account, but this is money that can be made. You just have to have that capital, or a certain amount. You don't have to have 1 million, but you have to have a certain amount that can get that return or catch a certain amount of price. You know what I mean? So I'll close this off at 5.7, 6,000. Boom, let's go at 6,000. You know what I mean? But strictly because I seen this is an extra reason, but this small red candle, let's go into it more. So I seen that this small red candle before this big push up, and this is on the 1 minute, right? Indicated to me, or once I seen it and I seen why this it's pushed down and stuff, but it stopped over here. It stopped right here, and it started going upwards. You know what I mean? It started having like a little stair effect, like this effect right here. Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Do you guys not see that in this right here? I'm telling you, the market only moves 3 ways, and this is going to be taught in the next module, which is market structure. But the market moves 3 ways, y'all. It moves up, diagonally up, diagonal down, or sideways. It will move sideways, so it'll kind of just be like wide. It's not going to be long, like, you know, like that, but it's going to be wide. I seen it start having that structure like this, and I went to the lower time frame, and I see that on the 1 minute, this institutional candle right here that nobody was probably looking at, but now it's showing itself. You don't have to create scenarios. You predict, and you based off what you see, you predict, you know, based on the strategy you have. So now we're predicting with this indicator. Oh, cool. It respected that. Boom, shot up, came down, respected this area, shot up, came back to this area, and respected this area. This area is telling us something. It's telling us that this area is respectable, respect worthy. You know what I mean? So I don't ask questions. I just, you know, grab money from it. You know what I mean? So that's why the entry was okay, because I know it's on its way to the upside right here. So the entry was right here. I stopped it right there, and as you can see, that move right there on somebody else's account is 5,800. You know what I mean? So, and on somebody else's account, that could have been 50 cents. That could have been a 50-cent move, guys. So that's something I definitely want you guys to take, is an institutional candle. Let's do another one. All right, guys. So I just pushed back the charts to this time just to show you another scenario where you can use the institutional candle to profit. There's around the 4 hour right now. I see a last bearish candle, selling candle before this huge push up, and this seems like the starter of it all. I see another one right here. You know, I see another one right here. You know, but the one that started it all was right here. So say this already happened, this push up, stuff like that, right? And you did your structure, you did your bias, and you're like, okay, it's buying, but it's selling just to buy again. You know what I mean? Say that was your, based on this uphill, you know, trend, we're gonna keep that uphill bias in our mind. Now we locate this 4 hour institutional candle. Boom. You want to rename it 4 hour. I like in caps. I like doing caps. Boom. We see this, right? Now we get our short or our long position, right? Put it right here. Right? This will be, once it hits this, we're in. Stop loss right here. Right? Let's see what happens. Let's say we target up here. Well, that's 6.3 times what you risk right there, right? But even if we did lower and did right here, it's already there. And but that's just, if you caught this institutional candle, I'm just showing you what the price does at these now aware patterns that you did not know about before. But the chart has a system of doing things in a certain way all the time, over and over, and I'm showing you now how you can put an entry in from now noticing these type of patterns. There's countless. That's why now it's up to you to do your part of extra credit and go on to the charts and find institutional candles, mark them out, and like I said, mark them out for me to see, and I could give you feedback, and we can go on from there. And like I said, it's reps right there. Like, I put the reps in with what my mentor gave. He didn't hold my hand with practicing and putting reps in. That was me putting it outside of the mentorship and the guidance and just like the clarification, you know what I mean? So definitely you guys gotta want it. I can't want it more than you, even though I want you to want to know how to trade because I know what it can do for you, and I just want you guys to get results because without results, I'm not doing what I um, said I need to do and help you guys learn how to trade without me at one point. So you guys need to make some money. So yeah, let's get back into it. Let's just see what happens. Ooh. Interesting. So as you can see, right? It's just going insane. It really went all the way up here. It didn't look back after this institutional, right? And if you missed it, right? But say let's go back. Let's go back here, right? Say you're right. Say we're right here. And I'm gonna do this. Honestly, I'm gonna do this. So, right? Say you seen this. You see this after the fact, right? This is already in your face. You already seen this is how the market is, right? Oh, now it's all up here. This right here could be an area. This institutional candle right here, kind of a little wonky, but out of experience, I would still mark it, right? Not the cleanest institutional, but if you look on a lower time frame, there is other things that confirm it to be an institutional candle. Maybe not on the 4 hour, it looks cute and stuff, but on lower time frames, they're definitely showing areas of better institutional candles, which is right here. I see it came down here and started pushing up. That's why multi-time frame analysis is huge, from starting from the top down, you know. But yeah, 4 hour, right? Say you put your long position right here, right? Put your stop loss right here, right? Or anywhere, but the point is your entry right here. And let's see what it does. Ooh, came down. Ooh, came up, just like that, right? And let's just stop right here. So up here is 3 times what you risked, right up here, like a little bit higher, right? And if you got in because you've seen this 4 hour institutional candle, and you know you're predicting it and ready, it came to the area and you're ready for it, it would have took you 12 hours or 16 hours. If you got in on that red candle, it would take 16 hours, almost a day basically, to make 3 times what you risked. And if you guys paid attention to the other example I showed, that was a week, I think 6 days, 9 days, something like that, to make 3 times, 4 times what you risked, 3.9 times. And I was like, that's still better than the banks. But guess what? I'm on the 4 hour now, so now moves are, you know, little less. It takes less time to make the same amount, you know. So just sharing, like, the lower you get, the same moves you can make, but quicker. You see the game, you see the playground, you see, you know what I mean? It can get real rough. It can get real crazy. It can get super crazy. And that's why you need to have a foundation before you get into this type of information. And you're going to get equipped really well with all this information. The ones that's going to take it and run with it. And take me as a resource and run with it. Like, me answering questions and taking me as, like, yes, ask questions. Like, I'm here for you guys. Like, you know what I mean? So whoever is going to utilize that is going to be seeing income and a whole new skill and their brain expanding on another level. So can't wait for that. But yeah, that's institutional candles, and you would have made three times if you've seen this institutional. So yeah, you guys' goal or job is to do the extra credit and find institutional candles, and we can see how much more it went. It kept going up. You know what I mean? And let's do another one real quick since we're right here. Boom, right here, right? Let's mark this real quick. Look what it did. Hit this area. Hit this area. Boom, all the way up there. Sheesh, 9 times what you risked right there. If you caught that right there. If you caught it coming once it bought up, it traded a little higher than here, came down to this institutional candle on the 4-hour. If you caught that, boom. That's a whole move right there. That's a big move. That's vacation right there. You know what I mean? Let's see how long it took from this candle to this candle. That's 5 days though. You know what I mean? That's 5 days. So keep that in mind, 5 days to make that move happen. But yeah, 9 times what you risked. So if that was $10, that's $90 right there that you just made out of thin air in a week. If that's 100, that's $90. If that's $100 that you're trading off of, or risking, that's $90 that you wait, that's 900. My fault. I was like, that makes no sense. That's $900 you profited, and so forth. $1,000, that's $900. Or $9,000. I'm out here mixing up things. But yeah, if you're risking $1,000, then yeah, from this move it'll take a week to make $9,000. So you see the stakes are higher. So knowing the skill is the biggest key, and not getting greedy and keeping your mental well, knowing that you have a skill that you can have a 9 to 2 risk reward. And that one took a week. I'm just here to say, on the 1 minute you can have that. In 20 minutes you can have a 9 risk to reward ratio in 20 minutes, 10 minutes. But that's future talks. But yeah, that's institutional candles. If we can find one imbalance, that'll be good. We're like 30 minutes in, but the real students of the game are here with me, so I appreciate you. And I'm excited for you guys. The ones that's, you know what I mean, here, being a student, I'm happy for you guys, because I'm a student and I took trading, and I really took advantage of my situation of having time and then having a mentor and all the guidance, and I just took it and ran, and I used all my free time to study, put the reps in, and I did this on my own. Like he didn't give me homework assignments or anything, but I wanted to do it because I just wanted to learn, and it seemed fun too. So best of both worlds. Institutional candles are everywhere. Right here, daily, boom. You see that right there. You put a sell, if you get in for a sell right there, stop loss, boom. You know what I mean? All that, if you want to hold it all the way there, if you got it like that, you can hold it all the way down there for it. And look, on a daily, all of this is 9 times what you risk. Let's see how long it took. It took 162 days, so that's 6 months. Oh yeah, it was 6 months. So, the daily is cool, but that's for people that have a larger amount of money. They're okay with waiting 6 months to like get a 9% return, because they got $1 million in the bank, 100K or 500K or something like that, just higher amounts. So it's safer. They don't have to do too much, and it's making money. It's just different playing fields. It's personality, stuff like that. But I'm just showing there's a lot of institutional candles that, look right here, boom, boom, 3 times it hit in there. Once this formed, came down, bought right back into this, Boom. And once you get reps in, you'll know this is enough to make money. This is enough to have a great week, great month, great day, stuff like that. So once you get the reps in of actually putting money into here and seeing how money moves, you know what I mean? You won't take this for light. You'll know what I'm talking about, basically. And we're on the daily, so it doesn't move quick. You'll have time to get moves and stuff. Plenty of time. Came back up. Boom, a little bit of drops, right? But came back up, right? It had to hit him 3 times. Boom, gone. Just absolutely gone. Came back up, right? I do see something right here. It was a little funky, right? Last blue candle. Last blue candle before the red push down, right? I could mark that. A little wonky. And look, I see it is wonky because that basically tells me it's not respecting. It's almost about to trade past it. So I wouldn't use that. Oops. I wouldn't use that as a place. All right. I wouldn't use that as a place of comfort to call that my institutional candle. Let's see if other time frames have something. I mean, look at that right there. Let's see. Yeah, look at this right here. So I went on an 8-hour and I zoomed in and I found the area that we were in. Look at that. Would you look at that on the 8-hour? Perfectly hits this. You know, if I put this down here, right? Boom, gone. Gone. Look at this. If you hit, this is what I'm saying. If you catch institutional candles and you put the trade in when it hits and you didn't hesitate or second guess, or even if you got into certain areas, you don't have to, like, this is all price right here. Like, if you see to the right, every movement up and down is a different price. So even if you caught price at this area, you're catching all this price that I'm moving down with. All this price, right? So all this all the way to the downside. That's a 32 risk to reward ratio if your stop loss was above here. Let's see how long it takes. That would have took 49 days, and we're on the 8 hours. So do you see the drastic difference of a setup when you go from daily and you work your way down? You see 6 months of a 9 risk to reward ratio, and then you see 49 days, 50 days, and this is a 32 times what you risked. You know what I mean? This is 32 times what you risked. So, hey, so that's $100 right there. You'll turn $100 into $3,200 with this trade. In 2 months, you could turn 100 to 3,200. So 3,200 just from this move right here. So just the power of trading and institutional candles. I can find another one because you can have institutional candles within an institutional. So that was the start. Another one is right here. Boom, boom. The last blue candle before that red push down, it came back up into this institutional candle area of interest. Boom, came down. Know what I mean? Came down. So you would be predicting this. This will be your setup right here. You see what I mean? Do you see the pattern? And you have to look out for these because it shows it often. You know what I mean? And sometimes it doesn't, and that wasn't your cue to get in. You know what I mean? So, like, let's go back. Why is it doing this? It's doing that because of this. That's why. That's why. Well, look at this. Would you look at this? We go back to what it's doing currently, right? It comes back into this 1 minute institutional candle, comes back into this area, and now it's pushing back up. And I'll tell you this much: if you got in right around here, you put your stop loss right below this area, and you're up to here. This is 2 times what you risked right now. What it's doing right now is 2 times what you risked, right? In how many minutes? 4 minutes. So you know it gets even crazier down here. But this is just to show you that anywhere you're looking, you're using institutional candles to profit, to get into a trade and make money. Institutional candle is literally everything. Imbalances are also the side piece of institutional candles, in my opinion. It's the side area of interest that is shown through certain patterns and structures and stuff like that. But institutional candles are the main area of interest that is shown through patterns and structures. So hopefully that was a lot of information. That was 40 minutes in. If you have any questions, let me know. Write anything down. This is all information that I'll have a lot more moving forward in the future, and I'll be talking on things during the live sessions. So just picking apart the trades, and you can see me live trade and profit and stuff like that, and things of that nature. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next module. Hope you guys are definitely learning, because I'm having fun.